Marshal King Chapter 13, we are kicking off the match between Mira and Jimmu, and let me tell you what, these guys, I didn't know how they were going to do this with 60,000 rounds, but now it makes sense once they brought out, the ammunition, the barrels full of ice and stuff like that. So this is how it looks, right? Jimmu's on one side, Mira's on the other, and then on the side of Jimmu is literally a stack super high of literally ammo, and they're all like, they're all ready to go like 6-shooter ammo. So I thought Mira was going to be using her standard semi-automatic pistol that she has with a regular magazine, but they're both using the same gun, which is a revolver, right? And they both have these stacks of ammo next to them, and they have to get to 60,000 rounds, and whoever gets to 60,000 rounds first gets to take the first punch in the close quarters combat, right? So when the principal yells out begin, they start going boom, 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 boom. They're shooting, right? Reloading, shooting, reloading. And Jimmu's off to a hot start. He's like at 120 bullets already, and Mira's barely at like 60. So he's like doubling her speed. And doubling the speed as it goes on, he's like getting this gap huge. He's like at 7,000 shots. She's barely at like, a couple hundred, right? And then when 10 minutes pass, Jimmu's at like 7,000. And she's slowly catching up. She's like at 3,000, and then 20 minutes pass, and he's barely at 17,000. So he's only hit 3,000 more just within 5 minutes, and she jumped to 7,000. So she's jumping up to like 4,000. So she's gaining on him every 10 minutes, right? And Jimmu's surprised. He looks over and he realizes that she's catching up, and he goes like, damn, Mira's usually a quick draw shooter, but she's like catching up to this. And Mira explains she's been practicing this stuff since she was 10. She's practiced her pace. She's practiced her stamina, her endurance, her hands. Like, she's practiced hardcore day in, day out. And it's really a battle of the turtle and the hare, right? Like, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And Jimmu messed up and he started sprinting, right? And it kind of like, I can see why Jimmu could get tired, but at the same time I'm like, bro, you got the golden arms. Like, how is there any cardio effect or any endurance stamina effect on your arms when you have literally the golden arms, bro? Like, how are you getting tired here? And I get that, like, you just got them, so like you have to work your way up to them, kind of like a Super Saiyan thing, but like, dude, what the hell? I don't really stand that. Like, she doesn't even have any kind of upgraded equipment at all, but it's just she's trained day in, day out. Talent beats hard work, right? So, or hard work beats talent. And so they keep going, and Mira's just gaining on him. And she talks about how she's gone, through countless training drills, and she has an iron will. And honestly, Jimmu doesn't. He's breaking down. He's sweating. He's like, damn, she's about to beat me. And so she actually is like right behind him now. They're about to get on 20,000. So like each round, there's 3 rounds, and it goes by, 20,000. First one to get 20,000. Next one, you got to do 20,000. And then third round, the 20,000, that equals 60, right? So first round, Jimmu beats her, but barely. And he goes, I'm done. I've shot 2,004 bullets, or 20,004 bullets. Let's do this. And Mira goes, all right, well, let's do it. And then he goes, yeah, but the first rule is I get to throw the first punch since I got there. And then she's kind of like, oh shit, okay, I kind of forgot about that rule. You can see it on her face. She's like, oh, this isn't gonna be pretty. He's gonna beat me up pretty good, right? But then she locks back in and she goes, well, I just finished. And like, she's not even dropping a sweat. So she was kind of nervous, but then she realizes, well, wait, no, I'm done too, and I still have all this energy. And since Jimmu, I said Emu from One Piece, since Jimmu can't even throw a punch because how gassed he is, she goes, you know what? Let me strike first. And then she just kicks him right in the jaw. She just flying knee George Masvidal from across the cage, just boom, just kicks him right in the face. I think like once or twice, kicks him really good right across the face. Jimmu eats it and he's like, damn, there wasn't much on that, but that shit hit me right in the chin perfectly. And as he's thinking about that, before he even knows it, he's getting hit with 4 more kicks. She's just like pow, 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 coming out of nowhere looking like Hwoarang Rang from Tekken, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. And she's looking at him, she's like, dude, you literally can't even throw a punch. And then she starts throwing the fisticuffs on him like she's freaking Steve. So she starts literally whooping this dude's ass. Like she's just beating Jimmu's ass now. She's like, I can easily keep up with your speed now. You're way too slow for me. This isn't gonna work no more. Oh, and let me just let you know something. These gloves right here, yeah, they're not fading, they're not itching, they're not even gonna take a single scratch from all this. So my hands, perfectly fine. My forearms, perfectly fine. these gloves, they absorb everything, and they're helping me out through this whole competition. And Jimmu's like, what? Those gloves are all you got? I got the golden arms. What are you talking about, gloves? And then she goes, yeah, I could hook you up with some after the fight. And he's like, this bitch, who do you think you are? And then he like realized, he's like, wait, you've been throwing nothing but kicks. Why is that? And then, like any anime, she just has to explain. So she goes, oh, I've been throwing kicks to save my arm strength for the next 2 rounds. Duh. And he goes, oh, you're right. And then before you know it, he literally has her leg. He was literally asking her that question to get her, concentration off the fight. And she was just like, oh, well, just so you know. And then before she knows it, boom, the dude's on her leg, right? So Jimmu got her leg, picked her ass up, has her over his head. And he goes, well, in that case, I'm going to have to play dirty. Because any desperado or any Marshal King knows that you'll do anything to win. And it looks like he's about to rip her leg off. Like, I don't know if it looks like he's just going to take her boot off. But like the principal has like the robot body. Her boots kind of look a little robotic. But I would doubt that they're like surgically on her leg. But, I also wouldn't doubt it. Because the way he's like acting, he's going to rip it off. Maybe he like breaks her leg. Maybe he just shatters that part that's, robotic and just shatters it and breaks her leg right there. I don't think he's going to, like, actually rip her leg off. But then she's like, oh, shit, I totally fucked up. And that's where the chapter ends right there. That's the last page. It's a double-page spread of him just holding her up. He's got his hands right on, the calf where the boot is. And so I think he's going to crush her leg, maybe break it. I wouldn't put it past them. I don't know really what's going to happen. They kind of left us on a cliffhanger. That seems like that's what it might be. And, that would really suck for Mira. She could still shoot, but then she's going to be in agonizing pain the entire time. And then she wouldn't even be able to really stand and fight for the next round. She's got to do this for 2 more rounds. But then, you look at Jimmu. If this doesn't work, right, if he can't break her leg, or if she ends up getting out and then, whooping his ass again, and then or maybe the principal's like, stop, time's up, that was time. 60 seconds, that's all you had. Maybe he's just like, God damn it, are you kidding me? And then he drops her, and then they have to go round 2, and then he's gassed still. So then he's just going to get, I don't know, Jimmu's looking cooked right now. Like, he's in a bad spot because he has to do this 2 more times. So we might get, 2 more chapters of just round 2 and round 3. Like, next chapter is probably going to be round 2, the start of round 2, because, we're still in the middle of round 1, so in the next maybe 3-4 chapters, we're going to get rounds 2 and 3, and then the final ending of that fight. If it goes all the way, this looks like it might. And maybe he breaks her leg, and then she just can't continue, right? Maybe she can't stand, maybe she can't shoot, maybe, because he's like, I got to win. And that, it sounds like he's going to do anything to win right then and there. He's like, I know if I do this for 2 or 3 more rounds, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to work. She's going to beat me. So maybe he's actually trying to finish it all right here in round 1. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, that's the chapter. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my content on my channel. I'll be dropping videos throughout the week as well. But yeah, that was the chapter. Crazy chapter. Really good chapter. It wasn't like crazy, but it was a fun chapter. But yeah, peace out, everybody.